Hi, my name is Professor David Bailey. I'll be teaching the course Petroleum in the Global Economy, which is MS 549, in the spring semester. There are three primary learning objectives. The first one is to understand the scale and nature of the changes that are happening in the global energy industry at the moment. The second is to understand and evaluate the sort of fundamental business drivers of the energy industry. And the last one is to look at how the industry goes about managing the variety of economic, social, political and environmental challenges that it faces. In terms of the learnings for students, there's a lot of ability to develop skills that are going to be useful to you in a business or even a non-business career. Things like presentation skills, working in teams to analyze complex problems, both from a financial risk point of view, but also from the point of view of the other risks that businesses face, whether they be reputational, social, economic, and so on. Finally, the course also allows you to develop skills that will be useful in your career, whether it's in business or elsewhere. Things like working in teams to solve complex financial and other problems, assessing issues from a risk perspective, and developing the ability to communicate in formal ways, and whether it be presentations or letters to external audiences and internal ones. We live in a period of dramatic change in the energy industry, and it's an industry that touches everybody on the planet. It's responsible for 60% of the energy used worldwide. It's an enormous business in itself, and it's a big part of the global trading system. But also it intersects with society in so many different ways in terms of political, social, economic issues. And it illustrates in one very neat place everything that the government and business community at large is facing today. In terms of its usefulness to students, the course will be, and indeed has been in the past, useful to students considering not only a career in the industry, but any career in international business in general, as well as those who want to work in businesses that compete with oil and gas, governments who regulate it, or indeed people who want to live and work in developing countries that depend for their national economy on resources. I spent 30 years until 2012 working in the coal industry and then in the oil and gas industry for the last 20 odd years of my career. And I now have a consulting company which works in the environmental field. So I've seen the industry at every level, from the oil well right up to the corporate boardroom. I've dealt with governments all around the world. I've worked on the ground in Europe, in the USA, in Africa and in the Middle East. So I have a range of expertise to bring to this. A lot of what goes on in the industry requires an understanding of the basics of the technology that goes on there, but not a lot of people can explain it in a non-technical way, and I think that's one of the things that I bring to the table from that experience. The course is structured in the form of a lecture-style seminar once a week. And the good news is there's no final exam at the end of the course, but there is a series of assignments, 5 during the course of the semester, which are a mixture of team and individual assignments. They do involve a certain amount of basic financial modeling, but it's all done in teams so that you've got a sort of support network to help each other. And some people find that that's outside or feel that that's outside their comfort zone. All I can say is that everyone who's done the course in the past has found that that was valuable stretching for them. So that's the primary structure of the assignments. In terms of content, they look at, in the early part, some key business decisions. Then there'll be an attempt to persuade some bankers to give you some external financing for a very, very big and very complicated project. And lastly, there'll be an opportunity to provide advice based on what you've learned about the industry during the course of the semester to a developing country government that's faced with the resource issue for the first time.